Have you ever jolted awake at exactly 3 a.m., heart racing, mind spinning, staring into the dark, wondering why this keeps happening? If you're an older woman, this isn't just bad luck or a noisy neighbor. It could be your body whispering something urgent about your health, emotions, or even your future. These early wake-ups aren't random, they're a signal. In this video, we'll explore 5 things your body might be trying to tell you, and what you can do about it. Stay with me, because number 4 is the one most women overlook, and it might change the way you sleep forever. Stop forcing sleep. It starts the same way every time. Your eyes snap open in the middle of the night. You roll over, glance at the clock, 3:17 a.m., and instantly, that sinking feeling sets in. Not again. You lie there, motionless, but your brain kicks into gear. If I fall asleep right now, I'll get maybe 3 hours. But time ticks. Now it's 2.5. Then 2. Then you stop checking. It's like your body and mind are playing tug-of-war, and neither side wants to let go. The harder you try to will yourself back into sleep, the more awake you feel. Sound familiar? You're far from alone, and here's the truth. Forcing yourself to sleep is one of the worst things you can do. Let's unpack why this happens, and what you can do instead. When you panic about being awake, your body doesn't interpret that as, "I'm trying to relax." It hears danger, and it reacts the only way it knows how, by releasing cortisol, the stress hormone. This is the same chemical your body uses when you're in actual danger, and it does one job really well: keeping you alert. Your heart rate increases. Your muscles tense. Your brain spins faster. Congratulations, you're now wide awake, physically and mentally. Trying to sleep through that. It's like hitting the gas and brakes at the same time. But here's the good news. You can stop the cycle. You just need to shift from resistance to reset. Start by changing your posture. Gently sit up or prop yourself against the headboard. It doesn't have to be dramatic, just enough to tell your nervous system, "We're not panicking, we're adjusting." Lying there stiff and frustrated only amplifies the feeling of helplessness. Next, turn your attention to your breathing. Not just shallow inhales, real, intentional breaths. Inhale through your nose for a slow count of 4. Hold it briefly. Then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Do this for a minute. You'll feel your heartbeat slow, your muscles release, and your mind begin to unclench. Why? Because this style of breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's built-in calm-down mechanism. Now, do a quick check of your environment. Is your pillow too flat? Are the sheets twisted around your legs? Is the room too warm, or maybe just a little too cold? Fix it. Right now. Don't just sit there suffering. Even small discomforts, like an itchy blanket or a faint hum from an appliance, can keep you awake longer than you realize. Temperature matters, too. Science says the ideal room temperature for sleep is between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. So if you're sweating or shivering, your body is already working harder than it should be. And here's an unexpected trick. Stand up and stretch, just for a moment. Reach your arms over your head. Roll your shoulders. Move slowly, like you're waking up from a nap, not running a marathon. This helps burn off the restless energy that builds up when you're tossing and turning. Still awake? Don't grab your phone. That glowing blue light is a direct message to your brain. Stay awake. Instead, try visualizing a peaceful scene, a quiet lake at sunrise, waves lapping gently on the shore, or even something simple like folding warm laundry. The idea isn't to fall asleep instantly, it's to stop fighting yourself. Remember this: waking up at 3 a.m. doesn't mean you failed. It's just your body asking for something different, and maybe even something deeper. Treat it like a signal, not a sentence. Adjust, breathe, and create space for sleep to return naturally. Sleep isn't something you chase. It's something you invite back in. Hydrate smart. It's 3:47 a.m., and something feels off. You're not panicking. You're not dreaming. But your body feels weird. Your mouth is dry like sandpaper. Your legs can't stop twitching. And even though the room feels cool, there's a thin sheen of sweat across your chest. What gives? You might assume it's stress. Hormones. Maybe even a weird dream you can't remember. But there's one silent culprit that gets overlooked all the time: dehydration. Yes, even mild dehydration can wake you up in the middle of the night. It messes with your body temperature, your mood, and your muscles. And because you're asleep, you don't notice it creeping in, until you're suddenly wide awake and uncomfortable. Let's break this down. While you sleep, you lose water through your breath and your skin, especially if you snore, sleep with your mouth open, or toss and turn under heavy blankets. It's subtle but steady. And by 3 o'clock or 4 a.m., your body might be waving a quiet white flag, asking for a top-up. But here's the catch. Grabbing a giant glass of cold water and chugging it in the dark won't help. It might actually make things worse. When you drink ice-cold water suddenly, your body sees it as a shock. Your digestive system tenses up. Your core temperature drops. And your brain thinks, oh, we're up now? Instead of calming down, your system gets more alert. Here's a better strategy. Keep a glass or small bottle of room temperature water by your bed. Sip it, don't gulp. The key is to soothe, not jolt. Room temp water moves more gently through your system and helps you rehydrate without disrupting your body's rhythm. Want to make it even more effective? Add a pinch of natural sea salt, not the bleached table salt, but the good stuff, Himalayan, Celtic, or Redmond's. Just a few grains will do.
Why?
Because your body loses more than just water during the night, it loses electrolytes, too. Sodium, potassium, magnesium. The tiny minerals that keep your muscles calm and your nervous system balanced. Ever wake up with a low-grade headache or a foggy, wired but tired feeling? That's often a sign your electrolyte levels are out of whack. This tiny salt boost can quietly restore the balance and help your body relax again. Another trick: lemon juice. Just a splash, fresh or bottled, is enough to give your water a little extra potassium, a digestive boost, and a naturally soothing flavor. It's especially helpful if you feel bloated, crampy, or just off in the middle of the night. Still not sleepy? There's one more gentle upgrade: chamomile tea. Now, before you think, I don't have time to brew tea at 4 a.m., here's the move: brew it before bed, pour it into a thermos, and leave it on your nightstand. That way, it's warm, ready, and waiting. Chamomile contains apigenin, a natural compound that binds to certain receptors in your brain, reducing anxiety and promoting calm. And bonus, it hydrates you without making your bladder go into overdrive. Because that's the other problem. Drinking too much, too fast, can backfire. You'll wake up again an hour later, running to the bathroom. This isn't about drinking more, it's about drinking smarter. Your goal at 3 o'clock or 4 a.m. isn't just to satisfy your thirst, it's to support your system without waking it up. Hydration is part of your nighttime recovery. When you do it right, it helps your heart rate settle, eases restlessness, and allows your body to slide gently back into sleep. So next time you wake up with dry lips, twitchy legs, or a vague feeling of unease, don't ignore it. Reach for that warm, mineral-rich sip. Skip the cold shock. Skip the panic. And help your body do what it's already trying to do: rest, recover, and reset. Emotional signals. It's 4:12 a.m. And this time, it's not just your body that's unsettled, it's your mind. You're lying in the dark, breathing slowly, trying all the tricks, but there's something else. A heaviness. A quiet hum in your chest you can't shake. Maybe a memory from yesterday. A conversation you wish had gone differently. A creeping worry about tomorrow. You can't quite name it, but it's there, pressing in like fog. Here's something you may not have considered. Your emotions might be what's waking you up. This isn't just a spiritual idea or some abstract theory. It's grounded in both ancient wisdom and modern science. In traditional Chinese medicine, TCM, there's a concept called the organ clock. It suggests that each organ has a 2-hour window during the night when it's most active. And guess which organ rules the 3 to 5 a.m. window? The lungs. But in TCM, the lungs aren't just about breathing. They're deeply connected to grief, sadness, and unresolved emotional tension. So when you find yourself awake during these hours with a feeling you can't quite explain, it might not be random. It might be emotional residue rising to the surface. Now, whether or not you buy into ancient energy cycles, modern science tells a similar story. Stress, emotional overload, and unresolved thoughts often surface at night. Especially during those quiet pre-dawn hours when there's no one around and nowhere to hide. Your mind, unguarded and quiet, begins to process what you've shoved aside all day. So what do you do with that? Start by not ignoring it. Instead of fighting the feelings or shoving them back down, try something simple. Check in with yourself. Sit up slightly. Grab your journal, or even just a notepad or your phone, on dark mode. And ask, what am I feeling right now? What thought woke me up, or won't let me sleep? Is there something unresolved I've been pushing aside? Don't try to fix anything. Don't worry about writing neatly. Just get the thoughts out of your head and onto the page. Even something like, I feel tense and I don't know why. I miss how things used to be. I'm scared I won't be okay. It's not about solving it, it's about releasing it. Psychologists call this externalizing cognition. Basically, your brain calms down once it sees the thought written out. It's no longer juggling it. It's been processed, even if just a little. Pair that with 5 deep, slow breaths. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for a second. Then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. As you breathe out, say to yourself, out loud or in your head, I release this for now. It's a small ritual, but it works. You're not ignoring your emotions, you're giving them space, then letting them rest. Think of it like bookmarking a heavy chapter in your mind. You can come back to it later, when the sun is up and your energy's stronger. But for now, the story can wait. And here's the beauty. When your nervous system sees that your brain has offloaded the stress, it lowers your cortisol, slows your heart rate, and gently invites your body back to sleep. So the next time you wake with a tight chest or a mind that won't sit still, don't just lie there. Listen. Journal. Breathe. Release. That 4 a.m. wake-up call might not be a curse, it might be your heart asking for a moment of your time. And giving it that time. That might be exactly what you need to finally rest. Move to reset. It's 4:23 a.m., and you're back at it, flipping from one side to the other like a fish caught in a net. The sheets are tangled, your pillow feels like a brick, and every position is suddenly wrong. You're exhausted, but wide awake. And the more still you try to stay, the more restless your body becomes. Sound familiar? Here's the truth. Lying there motionless when your body is clearly agitated is a trap. You're not helping yourself by playing dead under the covers. You're only building tension, physically and mentally, and that tension is the very thing keeping you awake. Your body's not broken. It just needs a reset. Not a workout. Not yoga. Just a simple, 1-minute ritual to shake off the static and nudge your nervous system back into rest mode. Let's walk through it, step by step. First, sit up gently. Don't jolt or flop. Just shift. Rest your back against the headboard or swing your legs over the edge of the bed. That small movement alone tells your brain, we're not stuck. We're adjusting. Start with your neck, because it's probably stiff from hours of awkward pillow angles. Drop your chin toward your chest. Slowly roll your head to the right, letting your ear drift toward your shoulder. Pause. Breathe. Then roll to the left. Do it a couple of times. No rush, no force. This melts away the tension that gathers when your brain races and your jaw clenches without you even realizing it. Now your shoulders. Lift them toward your ears like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Hold. Then let them fall with a long, soft exhale. Repeat that 3 or 4 times, pairing each lift with an inhale and each drop with a release. It's like squeezing out stress, literally. Now let's stretch the spine. If you're sitting on the edge of the bed, hinge forward at your hips. Let your hands rest on your knees or slide down toward your feet. No need to touch your toes, just fold and hang for a few seconds. This loosens up your lower back and boosts circulation, which can get sluggish when you've been horizontal for too long. While you're down there, take a long, steady breath. Feel your ribs expand. Feel your back open up. You're not forcing anything. You're just waking your body up in order to put it back to sleep. Now, here's the weird part, but stick with me, lightly shake your legs. 1 at a time. 10 seconds each. Like you're trying to flick water off your toes. It's silly, but it works. That twitchiness in your calves, that tight buzz in your thighs. It's tension, and this helps release it without overstimulating your muscles. And don't forget about your hands and feet. If your fingers or toes feel cold, that's a clue your circulation is off, and your body has trouble relaxing when your extremities are freezing. Rub your hands together to warm them up. Then gently cup them over your feet for a few seconds. Warm hands plus warm feet equals a green light for sleep. Studies have even shown that warming the feet can help the brain recognize it's time to slow down and let go. The whole thing. It takes a minute, maybe two. But what you're really doing is resetting your system, telling your body, we're safe now. You can let go. So next time you feel like a prisoner in your own bed, remember, you don't have to lie there and suffer. Move. Gently. Slowly. Thoughtfully. You're not giving up on sleep. You're just creating the space for it to return. Calm the brain with sound. It's 3:58 a.m., and your body might be still. But your brain, it's sprinting. Out of nowhere, you're thinking about that awkward thing you said 3 years ago. You're replaying tomorrow's meeting, rewriting conversations in your head, and wondering whether you locked the front door. The silence around you should be peaceful, but instead, it's deafening. Here's the thing, when your brain is revved up like this, telling it to just relax is useless. It's like trying to stop a runaway train by whispering at it. But what does work? Sound. The right kind of sound doesn't just distract your thoughts. It redirects your brain into calm, rhythmic patterns that naturally support sleep. Let's break down your best nighttime sound options and how to use them. Option 1. Pink noise. You've probably heard of white noise, the static buzz of a fan or a TV on a dead channel. But pink noise is its sleep-friendly cousin. Think soft rainfall, distant ocean waves, or wind moving gently through trees. Unlike white noise, which blasts all frequencies equally and can actually feel a little harsh, pink noise turns down the higher pitches, creating a deeper, more soothing sound. It works because your brain is wired to respond to repetitive, predictable patterns. Pink noise helps sync your brain waves to a slower, more restful pace. In fact, a study from Northwestern University found that pink noise not only improved deep sleep quality, but even enhanced memory the next day. Set it low, just enough to hear without grabbing your attention. Let it become the soft backdrop to your return to rest. Option 2. Guided sleep meditation. Sometimes, your mind just needs a little direction. That's where a short guided meditation can work wonders. We're not talking hour-long monologues, just 5 to 10 minutes of a calm, steady voice walking you through slow breathing, a body scan, or a peaceful visualization. Think of it as a bedtime story for grown-ups. When someone's voice gently says, "Feel your toes relax, now your calves, now your chest," your mind finally has something to focus on. It doesn't have to solve anything. It just has to follow the instructions. And that's often enough to pull you out of overthinking and back into your body. Look for meditations with no loud intros, no ads, and no sudden changes in tone. Test a few during the day so you know which ones feel good. Keep them downloaded or queued up and use a sleep timer to avoid them playing all night. Option 3. Dull audiobooks or monotone podcasts. Here's the trick. Pick something interesting enough to hold your focus, but boring enough not to keep you awake. A calm voice reading about the life cycle of moss. A sleepy lecture on the history of bricks. A nature essay about tree bark. The flatter the voice, the better. Your brain will latch onto the words just enough to stop spiraling, but without the excitement of a plot twist to keep it hooked. This is called cognitive distraction, and it works. You give your brain a safe, repetitive pattern to chew on, and before you know it, you're asleep. Sound strategy tips. Use a small speaker or a sleep mask with built-in audio. Keep the volume just above a whisper. Set a sleep timer. You don't want your audiobook launching into chapter 12 at 6 a.m. Avoid your phone screen. Blue light is a cortisol trigger, and one scroll too many will destroy everything you just calmed down. Remember, your brain craves rhythm, familiarity, and safety. The right sound gives it all three. So next time your thoughts won't stop spinning, don't fight them in silence. Guide them. Distract them. Soften them with sound. Sleep is just on the other side of noise, if you use it wisely. And there you have it. 5 simple ways to turn those 3 a.m. wake-ups into moments of calm, clarity, and even insight. Which one will you try first? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video designed to help you sleep better and live healthier.